I would really a lot appreciate it if...
Really a lot appreciate it?
You make me nervous.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best office workplace romance movies.
I think about you in the shower, not in a good way, but in an I'm so distracted I can't remember if I washed my hair kind of way, so I'll wash my hair twice.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best films where romantic relationships and careers mix in one way or another. What's your favorite fictional workplace couple? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, 500 Days of Summer.
I like being on my own. Relationships are messy and people's feelings get hurt. Who needs it? We're young. We live in one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Might as well have fun while we can and save the serious stuff for later.
Most people can probably agree that Tom Hansen and Summer Finn were not meant to be, but there's no denying that 500 Days of Summer is a quintessential 2000s rom-com. The film follows the emotional roller coaster that is the relationship between Tom and Summer, two greeting card company employees.
So that was fun the other night.
She clearly doesn't want anything serious, but he lets himself get swept up in the romance and falls hard. Of course, things don't end well. Covering everything from their meet cute to their heartbreaking goodbye, 500 Days is an honest look at how some romances just aren't meant to last.
I just woke up one day and I knew.
Knew what?
What I was never sure of with you.
Number 9, No Reservations.
Ordering 2 tasting menus, fire 2 amuse-bouche. Leah, I need a quail and a Dover sole for table 9. I'm still waiting on those beef tenderloins.
When it comes to her career, acclaimed head chef Kate runs a tight ship. And the same can be said of her personal life too. But everything changes when the ill-tempered perfectionist becomes responsible for the care of her young niece.
Can I go back to my room?
Sure.
And things get even crazier when fellow chef Nick begins working at the restaurant. This 2007 flick aces the classic opposites attract trope as we watch them flirt, argue, and ultimately win each other over. Between the heat in the kitchen and the piping hot chemistry between lead actors Catherine Zeta-Jones and Aaron Eckhart, No Reservations has all the right ingredients.
The artistry of her signature quail with truffles made it clear that she brought in a great sous chef to complement her distinctive style.
Says that?
Just making sure you're paying attention.
Number 8, Woman of the Year.
What do you see?
Right now,
Right now.
little gal I ran into at the ballpark, named Tessie. I know you by the freckles on your nose.
You're the first person that's mentioned those since I was 12.
The first collaboration between screen legends Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy, Woman of the Year is a true classic. Tess and Sam both work for the same newspaper, but they despise each other.
How about it, Sam? You ready to kiss and make up? I'll kiss. I don't know about making up.
That is, until they eventually fall in love. They say their I do's, but he struggles with how dedicated she is to her career. Released in 1942, the film is very much a product of its time and features some problematic ideas around gender. Still, Tess is a powerful female character from an era where strong cinematic roles for women were few and far between.
Let us draw from her the inspiration to use the freedom we have won to defend the freedom of all.
Number 7, Secretary.
Are you married?
No.
Have you ever won an award?
Yes.
What did you win the award in?
Typing.
Long before there was 50 Shades of Grey, there was Secretary. In 2002, audiences were buzzing over this dark comedy following a receptionist named Lee and her boss, Mr. Grey, as they ventured into a BDSM relationship. Underneath its mature subject matter, the story is an exploration of mental health, sexuality, and power dynamics.
Lee, I want to be frank with you. No, I know I'm your employer, and we have a prescribed relationship.
To make matters even more interesting, the picture features Academy Award nominee Maggie Gyllenhaal in her breakout role alongside James Spader. Although such topics have become less taboo in the years since the film's debut, the story continues to be discussed by many today.
Do you really want to be my secretary?
Yes, I do.
Number 6, Set It Up.
I have no idea what this is for.
To set them up. For our Cyrano.
That was a joke.
But it doesn't have to be. What's Rick's favorite food?
When burned out corporate assistants Harper and Charlie discover that their overbearing bosses are single, they hatch a plan to fix them up. As the two assistants turned matchmakers cleverly execute their scheme, they discover that they have feelings for each other too. This is the plot of 2018's Netflix movie Set It Up, starring Zoe Deutsch, Glenn Powell, Lucy Liu, and Taye Diggs. The story is an exploration of hustle culture and the importance of work-life balance in modern times. Yet it also has the perfect lighthearted rom-com aesthetic that's sure to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
You're a sore winner, and you used too many exclamation points.
And yet?
Number 5, Jerry Maguire.
You complete me. And I just had...
Shut up. Just shut up. You had me at hello.
There's absolutely no doubt that Jerry Maguire is one of the 90s most quotable flicks. The Cameron Crowe written and directed flick is about a big-time sports agent experiencing a major life shift. After he's fired from his job, Jerry and his colleague, single mom Dorothy, venture off to start a firm of their own.
Go for it like you do a job. Work at it.
But maybe love shouldn't be such hard work.
And soon enough, sparks begin to fly between them. The film is packed with star power, featuring big names like Tom Cruise, Renee Zellweger, and Cuba Gooding Jr. The latter actor even won an Oscar for his portrayal of Rod.
Show you the money.
Not show you! Show me the money!
Show me the money.
Yeah! Louder!
Number 4, Broadcast News.
You know, I've been doing some of the most important thinking in my life today. I wonder if this is the right time to tell you about it.
Whatever you think.
I figured out why it is I'm so hung up on getting a chance at Weekend Anchor.
Taking audiences behind the scenes of a hard-hitting television program, Broadcast News was an awards darling in the late 80s. Indeed, it was nominated for a slew of Oscars, including Best Picture.
It must be nice to always believe you know better. To always think you're the smartest person in the room.
No, it's awful.
The story follows hard-working producer Jane as she finds herself in the middle of a workplace love triangle. Caught between two polar opposite reporters, Tom and Aaron, she attempts to balance her job and personal life. Conceived by James L. Brooks and led by actors Holly Hunter, William Hurt, and Albert Brooks, this cerebral and satirical portrayal of the media hasn't lost its punch.
Ernie said you're lucky if you can get out while you can still cry. Which means I should have quit this place 3 years ago.
Number 3, 2 Weeks Notice.
Frankly, none of your business, is it? You don't work here anymore.
I cannot believe you're not even going to try to be the person that you could be.
This is the person I could be.
No, you walk around with a comforting thought that you are second-rate and that there's nothing you can do about it, and I never believed it until right now, this minute.
They're the 3 little words that every employer dreads. 2 Weeks Notice. But those same words gave us the title and plot of the 2002 movie starring Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant.
And there's no loopholes, because you drafted it, and you're the best. Now, subconsciously, I think you drafted it that way because you don't really want to go.
When overworked lawyer Lucy hands over her resignation to her clueless and wealthy boss George, their relationship is forever changed. As her last day of work draws near, we see that a growing attraction between them is about to complicate things. With a winning plot and 2 of the greatest romantic comedy stars, 2 Weeks Notice is one flick that's too good to pass up.
I don't know, maybe I'm just not good in bed.
Maybe you're not.
I am.
Huh?
Oh yeah, I am really good at bed.
Number 2, Working Girl.
I have a head for business and a bod for sin. Is there anything wrong with that?
No.
A staple of the romantic dramedy genre, Working Girl was one of the hottest films of its time. Between the blowouts and outfits, this Mike Nichols-directed picture is definitely peak 80s. After her cruel boss Catherine becomes incapacitated, undervalued assistant Tess takes matters into her own hands.
In each of the last 3 quarters, Trask Industries has announced plans to acquire a major market television station, each time unsuccessfully.
The OG girl boss, she assumes the identity of her superior and sets out to prove her worth. She meets Jack Traynor along the way, and business and romance begin to mix. Melanie Griffith, Sigourney Weaver, Harrison Ford, and Joan Cusack make up the movie's talented cast, providing a sincere portrayal of gender politics and corporate life.
I'm so nervous, I can't stand still.
You'll be fine. I love you.
I love you too.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. His Girl Friday.
If you won't do it for love, how about money? Forget the other offer. I'll raise you 25 bucks a week.
Listen to me, you great big bumbleheaded
I'll
bad
make
boo.
it 35 bucks and not a cent more.
Boy, are you gonna listen?
Well, good grief, how much is that other paper gonna pay you?
There isn't any other paper.
Based on the 1928 Broadway play, The Front Page, His Girl Friday has kept cinema lovers laughing for over 80 years. And we don't think that's going to change anytime soon. It's the story of newspaper editor Walter and his former spouse and reporter Hildy. She's about to remarry, so he tries to stop her by offering her the chance to cover a career-defining story.
Oh, Hildy, you know I can't write that kind of thing. It takes a woman's touch and needs
Now,
that
don't
heart.
get poetic, Walter. Get Sweeney. He's the best man you've got on the paper for that sob sister stuff.
Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell portray the exes, whose comedic timing and chemistry are off the charts. Their fast-paced dialogue and exchanges make the film a classic, setting a high rom-com bar that few movies have managed to reach.
You got the brain of a pancake. This isn't just a story you're covering, it's a revolution. This is the greatest yarn in journalism since Livingston discovered Stanley.
It's the other way around.
Oh, well, don't get technical at a time like this.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.